Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, and I want to talk about a big thing in gaming news that just happened today that could potentially affect The Sims and how its next expansion pack could be announced. E3 already seemed to be falling apart behind the scenes, but now it's officially canceled due to a certain thing going around that's been on the news a lot lately, which I cannot directly mention by name because that'll get me demonetized, thanks YouTube. And this thing is already being the motivation around other gaming events in 2020 being canceled, so I'm sure you can guess what I'm talking about. But there's still a chance that E3 may organize an online event, but the lack of a physical presence could still have a big effect on the gaming industry. EA Play is basically EA's E3 that takes place at the same time in June every year. So there's a very high chance of EA Play also being canceled in favor of something like a Nintendo Direct. Personally, at this point, I'd be shocked if EA Play still went on as normal. So there's still a good chance that whatever games EA wants to announce at EA Play will still happen regardless, but the timing could be different. A good example being that there very likely was going to be a reveal for the next major Sonic game at South by Southwest this month, but because of its cancellation, there will be something from Sega to make up for that in April. I still think we are getting a new Sims expansion pack in June, and whether or not EA Play happens physically should have no effect on when it releases, but it very well could affect on when it's announced. Seasons and Island Living were both at EA Play, but Seasons was announced a bit before EA Play rather than during, so maybe this year it could be that, and maybe instead of it being later, it actually could be earlier than the date for EA Play. The marketing would be less than usual for an expansion pack since game changers get invited to EA Play to help promote it, so that would be completely gone unless they quickly put together a Sims camp, but that's usually saved until fall, so I don't know if they'd go to the trouble of doing 2 Sims camps in 1 year. I've also heard that tech companies in California are telling their workers to stay at home, though I don't think EA has done that yet, but if they do, that could seriously hinder game development. Certain disciplines like concept art and text writing I imagine would be fine, but in terms of coding, I'm not sure how that would work efficiently, if at all. Of course, safety and well-being is more important. I am not arguing against that. But I'm just curious about how all of that would still work and how they carry on their business through this troubling time. So in the end, we might not actually have to worry that much about The Sims unless all the sim gurus need to start working from home. Then there might be trouble, but if EA Play does officially get cancelled, even then I don't think that will affect things too badly, even though I do like the spectacle that the physical events bring, and and like getting to go to these events, because I got to go to EA Play last year and I really loved that experience. It was my first time going to Los Angeles, but still, I mean, I much prefer not getting sick, and you most likely have heard about how your favorite YouTubers can get sick when they go to a convention. They come back, it's like, oh, well, now I'm sick for like a few weeks. So that would be much worse with something really big is what's going on right now if that were to spread through something like EA Play. So I guess it's not all doom and gloom. It's just a little concerning how 2020 has been going so far with events being canceled left and right. I just wish the new decade was not starting off like this. It always feels like negativity just overwhelms the good most of the time, and it sucks. It really gets difficult for me personally to focus on the positives sometimes, especially when stuff like this happens. Like E3, I don't think has been canceled ever since it started in the 90s. So it's just like, whoa, like this is what has managed to stop E3 from happening this year. I think E3 is on the decline, and this could be the thing that actually permanently changes E3 in the long run, because I'm not sure what could happen next year. Because even like with Sony, they already pulled out of E3 long before all this stuff went down. So yeah, at this point I'm just rambling. So I think I'll just end this off here. So feel free to let me know what you think about all this stuff. And yeah, be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!